సార్ అప్పుడు పెట్టమంటారా? పర్వాలేదా? ఆ, ఆ, అవుతుంది కదా. 9:30 to 12:30. సరే సరే, ఓకే. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ. టేక్ కేర్ సార్.
So now I'm going to assign x equal to 10, right? So then I'm going to make x plus 1. So you are able to see my ideally.
You are not sharing your screen completely.
Okay.
If
Yeah, not able
Yes.
to see your screen.
One moment.
we see only your name.
Yeah. One. So there somebody has taken my permission. Pause, disable the participant screen sharing. Yeah, I've shared the screen. I will do it here. So now is it you are able to see my screen?
Yeah, only the PPT section.
Yeah. So now I'll move to my ideally. Right? Now we are able to see my ideally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See now, I'm going to assign the value x equal to 10. Right? So when I increment, after I'm going to do x plus 1 here, what is the output here? Immediately we're getting an output like MATLAB. The MATLAB also, when you assign some value, when you do some calculation, immediately you'll get the output. See here, same way here, I've assigned some value to a variable. So this is a variable. A named location is called as a variable. A name, the other way, we can call it as a named location. The named location is called as a variable, right? So now, so this variable, this name location, I'm assigning a value called 10 here. So now 10 will be replaced and we're going to add 1 to it and we're going to display 11 here. Similar way, I'm going to say y equal to 45, right? I'm going to say y minus 2, right? So it is going to give 43 here. So I can do anything, right? Then I can say z equal to right 55. So then I'm going to say like z into 10, right? So likewise, I'm going to declare, I'm going to assign some value to my variable and I'm going to perform some calculation, right? It is also called as a named location variable, or it is called as a named location, or it is called as a slot, right? So that I can able to store the elements of an any type. So I can store element or I can store some data of any type. The value can vary throughout a given program. It can vary, right? Even once you execute and finally it is going to display the value. Or else, even at the runtime also, I can change my value, right? At runtime also you're going to ask question, enter the value of A, enter the value of X, enter the value of num, so that you're going to assign the value, right? So num will be assigned with some other value at the runtime also. Dynamically also you can able to assign the value. Got it? So this is what about this is all we call as a variable. So variable is called as a this named location. Got it? It's a named location. Got it? Or it is called as a memory slot. Got it? It is called to store your values. We use a variable here. Got it? To store the values, we're going to use a variable here. Fine. So likewise, now I can say even I can assign decimal values. I can assign decimal values here. right? Then I can find out by using a type method or type function, I can find out what is the data type of that variable, right? I can find out what is the data type of the variable like this. Now see here, I'll go for we have entire screen here. So like Google Chrome, we don't have entire screen here, right? Fine, no problem. Now let me move to IDLE, right? Now see, I'm going to assign x equal to 45.5, right? So now I'm going to find out type of x. What is the data type of x? So it is defining float. Float is a class here, right? So it is defining, it is telling that, so the data type, so what value I've stored in x? It's a float value. What value I've stored in x? It's a float value. So it is defining, it is telling that, right, yes, the recording option is on. Just now it is on. Yes, the recording is on. Got it? Okay. We're discussing about the variable here. Got it? So like we can reassign the value also to the variable, right? Z equal to Z plus 1. I can reassign the value of the variable. I can add the value and then can reassign the output of the same variable, right? So now let me see now Z like A equal to 6, right? So now I'm assigning the value A equal to 6. Then what I can do, A equal to A plus 2. I can say A plus 2. What is the value of A? The value of A equal to 6, right? I'm going to add 2, so it becomes 8. Again, the value of 8 will be stored in the same variable. I'm going to reassign the value on the same variable here. Got it? Any problem? Yes, yes. Muhammad, yeah, it's a second class for you, right? Correct. Yeah. For everyone. Is it clear? The logging in got over? Have you logged in? Mr. Farooq, Farquan, Muhammad. Farquan Muhammad, have you logged in? Is it resolved? Okay, fine, fine. Okay, okay, fine. Any other problems you're all facing? Any other problems you are facing? Any other problems you are all facing? Right? Okay. Okay, fine. Is it audible, right? It is audible, right? Okay,
Yes, it is audible.
okay, okay. Fine. I'll proceed. So like this, I'm going to reassign the value to the variable. Now see here, what is the value of A? When I say print A, it is going to print the value of A here, right? I'm going to assign, so I'm going to reassign the value into the same variable. That is what we call as reassigning the value of the variable here, right? So like this, I can able to reassign. Now see here, I've declared, I hard coded the value A equal to 6, right? And I'm going to perform some operation, mathematical operation, addition operation, and the output, I'm going to store it on the variable A, right? And finally, I'm going to print the value of A here. I'm able to print the value of A. Got it? I'm able to print the value of A here. Got it? So like this, I can able to reassign my value into the variable. Right? Can able to change my, so when it comes to data type, I can assign the value to the variable and I can perform some operation. I can change the data type here, right? I can able to reassign the value for the variable, right? So this is all about variable. Like coming to keyword, right? You know, keyword, it has a predefined meaning, right? I cannot use the keyword as a data. I cannot use a keyword as a variable here, right? I cannot use keyword as a variable. It will throw in error, right? In every language, we have keyword. In every language, we have a keyword here. Got it? Now, say, for example, for C language, we have 32 keywords. For Java, we have 50 keywords. So, on like in Python also, we have umpteen number of keywords here. Got it? So, like, so I have to import the keyword here, right? Afterwards, I can, when I say print keyword.kw list, it is going to print all the lists, all the list, keyword list here. So when I have to be very careful at time of declaring a variable, or at the time of declaring a variable, keyword should not be a variable. Like I cannot say false, right? Like a false equal to 10 or break equal to 45.45. I cannot define because it has predefined meaning, right? So that I cannot define the keyword as a variable. Got it? But so what we have to do? We have to import the keyword from Python, and then we are going to list it here. I can able to list it. But other languages we cannot list like this, right? So okay, fine, no problem. I know, Mr. Muhammad. Last class itself, you told me, right? Most of them are going to be like freshers. That's what I'm driving the class for the how for the freshers how it should be, right? I'm driving the class such a way that yeah. I'll explain the topic, right? Yes. Yeah, welcome. No worries, cool, right? So, like I'm discussing about the keyword. Keyword, it has been defined by the interpreted by the Python itself, right? So, like false, none, true, and as we're going to use it all these things. It has a predefined meaning. When I'm going to have two, what is it, expression? When I want to compare two expressions, there I'm going to use and. Right. In case you want to break the statement or when you want to break the logic, that case I'm going to use break. Right. I want to continue the logic. Right. That case I'm going to use continue. So likewise, so we have del. I want to delete a particular number. Right. I want to delete anything else. Right. So that case I can go for a del command. Right. Del keyword. Right. Else if when I write a condition. Right. With the condition when I write one condition, if it fails, what it has to do? That case we're going to use else if. So likewise for the keyword has a predefined meaning, right? What you have to do, we have to import the keyword here and we're going to display the keyword, right? Keyword list. I'm going to use keyword list, right? So that it's going to display all the keyword here. Now see here. Now I'll move to again, move to the right. So now what I'll do, press enter, right? I'm going to say import keyword. Right, then when I say print keyword dot kw list, right, now enter, it is going to display all the keyword here, right, it is going to display all the keyword here, right. So likewise I can able to display all the keyword. So the keyword has a predefined meaning, the keyword has a predefined meaning, got it. So but here I cannot use this predefined meaning as a variable, right? I cannot use predefined meaning, right? I cannot use keyword, right? A predefined, it has a, which has a predefined meaning, which cannot use it as a variable. Now see here. Now I'm going to say if equal to 45, right? It says syntax here. What is if? If is a keyword. What is if? If is a keyword, right? If equal to 45, right? I cannot use if as a variable, right? Because it's a keyword. Got it? So these keywords, we might use it in some of the coding statements like conditional statements and so on. then in that case, I'll tell you this is the keyword. Got it? So, like we have to import the keyword and I want to print the keyword. So, that case, I'm going to say keyword.kwlist, which is going to display the keyword here. Got it? Not necessary. Not necessary. Right? Not necessary. By default, it will be imported. By default, it will be imported. So we don't do it. By default, it will be imported. Yeah, mathematical. Yeah, functions we have to import. Yeah, mathematical functions. Say, for example, you're using square root. Right? Those things we have to import. Right? When we use square root or like power, those things we have to import. Right? We're going to use import math and then we're going to do it. Correct? Any doubts? Okay. So now see here. When I declare a variable, I can declare a variable like see here first number equal to 10. So when it comes to variable name, how I have to declare my variable names, right? How I have to declare my variable names? Always when you declare a variable name, the first letter should be in a letter. First letter should be a letter. Got it? So you should not start with the number. So that case it's going to throw in error. It's going to throw in error, right? And then so we cannot use dollar symbol at the end in Python. My underscore dollar equal to 1000.00. Right? Again, it says it's a syntax error. I cannot use dollar symbol here in Python. Right? First letter of the variable should not be number. Similar way, the last letter should not be dollar. It will throw an error. Got it? So while declaring a variable, you have to be very careful while declaring a variable. So while declaring a variable, you have to be very careful. You have to go with naming conventions and you have to obey the rules here, right? So that, right, so when you declare a variable, first variable should not start with number or star or any special characters. No, it is not allowed. And end of the variable also, you should not end with the special characters, right? So now we are going to discuss about multiple variables. So other languages, we cannot assign multiple variables like right, x comma y equal to 8 comma 5. I cannot do like this, but it's allowed in Python, right? Now, but this way we do it. In other languages, we will assign the value to the variable one by one, right? So then we are going to perform the operation. But here, it will be simplified. I can assign x comma y equal to 8 comma 5. So that the interpreter we can understand that x equal to 8 and y equal to 5. X equal to 8 and y equal to 5. Got it? So this is the special type of assigning, which is or multiple variable assigning is possible here in Python. The most program contains multiple variables. The same rules applies and as when working with single variable. Like how when we use single variable, same rules applies here, right? So most programming language also contain multiple variables, but we cannot do like this, right? X comma y equal to 8 comma 5. Got it? So likewise, I can able to assign multiple variables at the same time. Got it? This is how we can do with the multiple variables. When it comes to variable. Now see here, I'll move to my ideally. Okay. Now I'm going to say x equal to 5, right? Y equal to 10. So at the same time, you can see that when I declare a variable, assign the value, I don't end with semicolon here. I don't end with semicolon. In Python, always we should not end with semicolon. In Python, always we should not end with semicolon. Other languages like C, C++, Java, each and every line should end with semicolon. Otherwise, they'll throw in error. But here in Python, right, we no need to use semicolon here at the end of the each and at the end of the each and every line. Right? So I've assigned x equal to 5. I didn't end with semicolon. Right? So other languages, when you end with semicolon, then it gets ended there. Right? Otherwise, it'll think that it's continuing. But here not the case. Right? And no need to assign at the end with semicolon here. X equal to 5, y equal to 10. So now I'm going to use like y equal to 10. Got it? So now what I'll say now, z equal to x plus y. Can assign my value. I'm going to say print z. Right? So we are getting data and output. Right? Similar way, I can reassign the value x comma y equal to 45 comma 88. Right? Now I can say print x plus y. I can say print x plus y. Right? It's going to give an output. So I can able to assign multiple variables here. I can able to assign multiple variables here. Right? I can able to assign multiple variables simultaneously. So which is possible here in Python. Got it? I can able to assign multiple variables in Python, which is possible here, right? Which is possible here. Got it? Which is possible here. I want to increase the size here. Okay, fine. So hope you have understood this how to declare a variables, right? You understood what is a variable. Right? So similar way, now we are going to discuss about comments. So in all languages, we have comments, right? We have single comments, we have multiple line comments, right? To make the program understanding, right? Simultaneously, we use a comment. What is this line all about? What is this coding, particular line coding would tell, right? Would do it, right? So we give a comment, we give some explanation in the form of a comment, right? So we should know what is comment. Comments are extra blocks of code that do not run. What is going to skip, not going to run. They are meant to clarify the code for the reader. Right? Somebody is writing the code, right? When others want to know what is there, what is happening, right? Simultaneously in the right hand side, or right. So the code will be commented. Right? Again, it's going to be in comment. So we'll try to skip it, right? The code which is not in comment only will be executed. So for others, for other readers, it will help them, right? What is it is nothing but a help. A means to clarify the code for reader. In Python, any text follows with the symbol hash, right? On a single line is called as comment. Got it? Right? When you assign with hash, it is called comment. Whereas in C or C++, right? Or Java, we use asterisk, slash asterisk, we end with asterisk slash. Got it? Whereas in Python, we start with a hash. So this is how we're going to, so those lines which are commented will not be processed, will be skipped here by the interpreted, right? The remaining line. So where do we give comments? Either top of the page or top of the program, or I say the coding. Anywhere you want to give, can give a comment. So those comments, right, when you start with hash, that will be skipped here. You will not try to process, right? This is an example for comment. Got it? This is an example for comment. So then coming to doc string. Primary difference in syntax between a document string and the comment is that document strings are intended to be written over multiple lines. So which can be accomplished with triple quotes, right? Document string is going to be like when you have kind of paragraph, right? It is going to be, the comments is going to be in the form of multiple lines, like a paragraph. That case, you go with the document string. The document string will go with triple quotes, right? Will go with triple quotes. Got it? That is the difference between comment means single line. Comment means single line, right? Whereas coming to document string, right? Whereas coming to document string, it is going to be multiple line, right? That is going to be multiple line. That is the difference between document string and the comment here. Got it? So now we have discussed about variable. We understand what is a variable, right? How to declare a variable, how to reassign the value of the variable, right? We understood like what are the different values that we can store in a variable, right? So all those stuff we have discussed. Now, but now we get into strings here, right? We should know what is a string, right? Anything, right? So if it is going to be more than one character, it could be a string. Or group of characters makes a string. Or group of characters makes a string. Right? In many languages, So when you use group of character which is given in double quotes is called as a string, right? So given double quotes is called as a string. But here, right, we can use double quotes, single quotes, right? So string can be used double or single quotes as given string must be internally consistent. But here they say Python says it should be consistent in given single quotes or double quotes. So you cannot, but other way you cannot start with single quotes, you cannot end with double quotes. If you start with single quotes, the string should end with single quotes. When you start with double quotes, the string should end with double quotes. Right? So this is how we're going to declare the string for a variable. Right? So like bookstore equal to welcome to Python. Then print bookstore. We're going to print. Got it? So this is how we're going to print. Got it? Now see here. Now here. You want to show me the example for document string? Yes, I'll do it. For document string. So x equal to 45. Along with this, I can say triple quotes, right? This is the document. We assign, we hard code it, or we assign a value to the variable. So the memory will be allocated depends upon the value which is assigned to a variable. So the value will be stored in the variable. We can also reassign value in the variable. And then I'm going to end with triple quotes, right? So like the syntax error. Now otherwise, so now we have to define like this, like this. So it's going to print, see, it is a document string. And then I can assign my value, x equal to 45. So it is not allowing to do simultaneously like commands, right? We have to declare it. So because it's document string, right? So first you have to define it, then we can assign the value for the variable. Then we can assign value for the variable. Got it? Simultaneous is not allowing you to declare the document string. First you have to specify the document string with triple quotes, and then then what you do, you can assign the value for the variable. So it's nothing but an explanation part. There's nothing but an explanation part about the code, right? Which you're going to explain it in the multiple lines. So that is what we call as a variable, right? That is what we call document string. That is what we call as document string. Got it? That is what we call as a document string. So fine. So now I hope that you would have understood about document string. Now I hope that you would have understood about document string, right?
Yeah, one query actually.
One
query.
One?
Yeah, I'm Naveen actually. I
Yeah,
have
no.
one query. Yeah, I have one query.
Yeah.
Actually, we have described document strings, right?
Yeah.
But it was prompting for a single quote also in that particular line.
Either you can give in single quotes or double quotes. Any quote you can give it.
I mean, like we have described the triple quotes, right?
No, fine. It is showing in this thing because it's string, right? It is
Mhm.
showing an output in the single quotes. With single quotes,
Okay, sir.
that's an output. It's an
Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you.
This is an example for document string. Esther, this is an example for document string. That's what I'm discussing about. So this is an example for document string. So the moment I type this, when I give a triple quote, it is showing the output in blue color. Right, immediately showing the output. Got it? So this is an example for a document string. You want to show another example? Right, now see here, I'll go with triple quotes. Right, now, hello world.
Still, we are seeing the your PPT only, not
Yeah, because I was talking with them. All right. See here, this is an example. Whatever I give, triple quotes will be shown in single quotes. It's an output actually. This is an output. This is an output. Got it? This is an output. Got it? This is an example for document string. Right? This is an example for document string. Fine. So now we are discussing about strings, right? So always strings would go with triple quotes or double quotes, right? I told you string. How we are going to assign the string, right? So name equal to. I'm going to assign the name equal to Naveen Kumar, right? And then when I say print name, right? So Naveen Kumar will be printed. So either the name can be given double quotes or I can give a single quotes. Name equal to, right? Now I can say Rakesh Kumar, right? Now see which is accepting. Now when I say print of name, right? It is going to print the name here. So group of characters makes a string. The string should be specified with double quotes. The string should be specified with double quotes, right? And we're going to assign it to a variable, right? We're going to assign it to a variable. And now the string that is variable stores a string here. So initially, before that, what we are storing, we are able to store all the data, all the values. Like I can able to store integer, I can able to store float, I can able to store other values here. Got it? So similarly, can I able to store a string here, a sentence here, a paragraph here? Yes, very well. I can able to store even a paragraph. I can able to store inside a variable. Got it? And then I can able to print it. So it is going to print so anything which is being given in single quotes or anything which is given in double quotes is called as a string. I'm going to store the string into a variable. Got it? Which I can, even strings can also be stored in the variable. Even strings can also be stored in a variable. Got it? Even strings can also be stored in a variable. Got it? But same time when you see here, when I start with single quote, but I end with double quote, it will throw an error. It won't accept. It won't accept. So when I define a string or right when I assign a string, so the string either should go with single quotes or double quotes. When I do this way, it is going to throw a syntax error. End of line scanning string literal. So end of line it is checking for the single. It has to end with single quotes, right? So when you start with single quotes, the end of line it should end with single quotes. Otherwise, it is going to throw an error. This is end of EOL is called end of line. While scanning string, it is scanning, right? And it is checking for string literal, right? End of line should should also end with a single quote. Got it? Now let me show this also. Let me show this also. So now x equal to right, x equal to right Pradeep Jain. I'm giving some name here, right? But here I start with single quotes, by end with double quotes. See now, unterminated string literal. Something says unterminated string literal. You started with saying a single quote, but you ended with double quotes. It does mean it is unterminated. So like we have when I specify this thing, either you go with single quotes or you go with double quotes. One side you go with single quote, the other side you go with double quotes, you're going to throw in error. Right? So like detected at line number 1. So like this is going to throw in error. Right. So when you declare a string also, when you define a string also, you have to be very careful, right? So like, right. So these all you will come when it comes to habituate, when you get habituated, you will enter correctly. Got it? So this is how we are going to declare a string. Anyway, we are going to discuss about string elaborately in some other class, right? First here, I'm just giving you, giving an example, right? So what is a string? That's it, right? We just give you, I'm just telling you, teaching you what is an example for string. We should know how to, what is a string, we should know how to declare a string and all this stuff, right? So now we're going to discuss about escape sequence, right? So, right, we are going to add this escape sequence along with our code here, right? So, like it has a separate meaning here, escape sequence. Even this escape sequence are available here in C, C++, Java. When I say /a, it is going to give a beep sound. So, along with print command, right, when the print function within the string, when I add /a, right there, it is going to give a beep sound, right? When I want to start my sentence in a new line, right, slash new line, got it? But slash new line is ignored here, got it? So like when I want to say backslash, when I want to display backslash, along with backslash, you want to display, right? That case you say double slash, right? When I want to start with quotes, normally you said like initially like document string has been displayed with single quotes, right? Similar way, when I want to display with single quotes, right? So when I given quotes, it will not display, right? When I very particular that has to the string output should be displayed in single quotes. So you have to start. You have to enter with slash dash, and you have to end with slash dash, right? Quotes, right? So that case, along with the quotes, it will be displayed, right? Similar way, you're going to have double quotes, right? In case you want a beep sound, a bell sound, you're going to use /a. /b is for backspace. /f is for form feed. /n is for new line, right? Instead of using slash new line, we're going to use /n. Even in C language, right? Printf command, right? Printf statement inside that. I'm going to declare some. I'm going to what like I'm going to give some string there, right? At the end of this string, I used to use /n. Mean that that particular string will be printed in the next line, in the new line. That case, we're going to use /n, right? So even when you use typewriter, olden days, when you see that when you type using typewriter, the typewriter form feed like that will be moving, jack, like with jack, some sound, it will be moving. And come to end of the line, it is going to give some sound, cling, right? Then you press the carriage return and you bring the carriage to the next line. You double press it, right? So when you double press it, it is able to move. When you double press it, so it will try to roll on, right? We'll move to the next line, and the carriage will get returned and will come back to the left hand side. Right from left hand side, when you type it, then you go to the right hand side. When come to end of the right hand side, then again you get a sound. That's how it goes off, right? So whereas in typewriter, but here, so automatically has to be done, right? So that case, what you do, you write a code. At the end of the code, I'm going to add this /n, so that what happens automatically, that particular line will be displayed in the new line. So for which we're going to use /n. For R is nothing but a carriage return, right? I want to come back. Just for slash, when I say /n, the cursor will come to the new line, right? Again, I want to say, but the cursor should not come to new line. Only carriage has to return. In that case, I'm going to use carriage return. I want to show tab space, horizontal tab space. I'm going to use /t. I want to view vertical space, /v, right? So I want to display the octal number values. That case, we go with /vo, like hexadecimal values. I want to display hexadecimal values, /hexhs. So likewise, we're going to use escape sequence here, right? We're going to use escape sequence. Got it? We're going to use escape sequence. Now, say for example, I'll show you the output. I'll open Anaconda. So till now we were seeing with IDLE, right? But now we'll go with Anaconda. We'll open Jupyter Notebook and let me try with something with Jupyter Notebook. Like last class we did it, right? Yeah. Now I'm going to share Anaconda screen. See now again I'll show you, right? There are some application running, right? Notebook. Now see, we got the notebook here, right? We got the notebook. Got it? When what I have to do is that go to start button. First you have to install Anaconda. Once you install Anaconda, right, you have an option called Anaconda Navigator. You're able to see my screen, right? You're able to see my screen here, right?
Yes.
Then start button, when you click on start button, you're getting a menu, right? When you click on start button, you're getting a menu. There, so we can see if at all you have installed Anaconda, Anaconda navigation will be there. You click on this, then it will take you to this page. It will take you to this page. Got it? Anaconda Navigator. So here we have a lot of tools here, right? You want to launch the Jupyter Notebook. You want to launch the Jupyter Notebook. What is the Jupyter Notebook? It is an interactive computing notebook environment, right? It is a web-based. It's a web-based interactive computing notebook environment. Can edit and run your human readable documents while describing the data analysis, right? You are going to launch this Jupyter Notebook, right? I will launch it here. So my Jupyter Notebook is ready here, right? I hope that you guys can able to see the Jupyter Notebook. The Jupyter Notebook is ready here. Got it? So now what you have to do is that you have to start the Jupyter Notebook. You go with terminal.
Sorry, we can't see the Jupyter notebook.
You're
You
not
can
able
see only Anaconda Navigator. We
Okay.
can't see in
Okay.
Jupyter.
Okay, I'll check. Okay, now so once you launch it, you'll get the screen. Once you launch it, you get the screen here, right? So like you have files, running, cluster, right? All these tabs are there. On the right hand side, you can say upload. In case you want to upload any file, you can upload. You can click on new menu. A new menu will be shown here, right? So Python 3 kernel, right? Others, text file, folder, terminal. When I click on terminal, you will get a terminal here, right? So this is a terminal. Got it? Or else when I click on like the text file. Yeah. So this is Jupyter Notebook, right? When you click on Python 3 Python kernel, you get this Jupyter Notebook, which is untitled. In case you want to save, then save this, right? I'll show you again. I'll close this. Now you'll be in this page, right? Now what you do is that now you have to click on new and select Python 3 the IPy kernel is here, right? You want to create a new notebook, right? You're going to create a new notebook, right? When I click on create a new notebook, right? When you click on IPy kernel, you'll get like this, right? You can save this also. File save, you can save this. Got it? So I'm getting a kernel here, right? I'm getting this kernel, right? I'm getting this Python, Jupyter Python untitled here. Got it? So I'm going to use Python Jupyter now. Got it? I'm going to use Python Jupyter now. I'm going to display my text here, right? I'm going to say x equal to, I'm going to display some strings here, x equal to hello world. Right? And I'm going to use slash n here, right? Now when I enter, now I'm going to say print x. Then I have to run it. Now click on run. See, it is printing in the next line, right? So slash n will take you to the next line, right? So likewise, I can say backspace, or I can use backslash, right? I want to display in the single quotes, right? I want to display this hello world in double quotes, right? I want to display the hello world in double quotes, x equal to, right? So like I can say slash double quotes, right? So then I say hello world, right? Then I'm going to use slash here. Right? I want to display this, right? Now press. Then I'm going to say print text. Right now when you run it, see, it is displaying in the double quotes. I don't want to display in single quotes. I want to display this hello world in double quotes with double quotes. So here I'm using escape sequence here. This escape sequence will help us to display in the double quotes, right? I want to have a beep sound now, x equal to, right, hello world, right? And I'm going to use beep sound, right, followed with, now see here in between, I'm going to use slash a, right? I'm going to use slash a. Now I'm going to say print of x. It may give a beep sound now. Now run it. So, but here you're not hearing, instead of that, it's showing a special character. Got it? So means that it's giving a beep sound here. You're not able to hear it. Got it? You're like, otherwise, it's giving a special character means that it's a beep sound. So likewise, I can use my escape sequence here, right? I can use slash n, I can use carry return. In case I want to have a tab space in between, I can use tab space here, right? Now see here, so y equal to, and so today is a second day demo class. So after this, I want to say tab space here, slash c, right? Then when say print y, so now here you can see the difference, right? It is given one single tab space, means five space, five space bar space. right? So it has given some 5 space here, means that we got some space in between today second, after that we got a space, got it? So likewise, in all language we have escape sequence, we might use this escape sequence to format your sentence, your strings and so on, right? So that case, not only the string, right, other numbers, right, everything you want to do, that case, you go with the format, like we use a escape sequence here. We're going to we're going to use an escape sequence, right? Allows for the insertion of any type of code in a string, right? You can use any type of codes in the string here, right? So for which we go for an escape sequence. So next we're going to discuss about multiple line, right? Multi-line string. Same way, so string needs to span multiple lines. Python provides triple quotes using a single or double quotes quotation as a nice option, right? Even you can use triple quotes, one single quote with double quotes, used to write in a multiple line. The other way, either you can use triple quotes for document string, right? So you can use triple quotes also. But normally we used to write single quotes, right, for comments, right? But now you can use triple quotes, right? which uh, which you can use it for multiple lines. Got it? So to display multiple lines, we use triple quotes. Got it? So this case, now you can see like this. You give a multiple quotes like this. Right? So now new string equal to, give it in a multiple line. So only multiple lines will be shown like this. Got it? So new string equal to, you're going to assign the multiple line. So the string will be assigned to a variable and you can able to see the string. Right? Normally we can assign only single lines, right? In case you want to assign multiple line string into a variable, we go for triple quotes. We use triple quotes here. Got it? When you use triple quotes, then it is going to show that multiple lines here. Now I'll show the example. Now string new equal to, right? I'm going to have single line and I'm going to use double quotes also, right? And now I'm going to display some value here. Now I'm going to enter some string here. Let me copy some string from somewhere else. So I'm given some string here. Got it? I end with the string. I'm giving some multiple line string, right? Multiple lines here. So I'm going to assign it into new string. That is a variable called new string. Now I'll press enter. I'm going to say print string new. Now when I run it, see if we get the output. So triple string is that you go with a single quote, 3 single quotes. We go with 3 single quotes, not one single quotes with double quotes, right? We go with 3 single quotes, we get an output like this, right? So multiple line string can be assigned using 3 single quotes. So here I'm using 3 single quotes here and I'm able to display it. Got it? This is how we are going to use multiple line command. This is how we are going to use multiple line commands. Got it? You understand? Hope you are all able to understand, right? You have any doubts? Do you have any doubts? Do you have any doubts?
No.
Okay. So now we're going to discuss about string concatenation. Right? We're going to discuss about string concatenation. Right? So combining two strings is called a string concatenation. Already I told you, right? Combining the two strings is called a string concatenation. Last class, I told you about string concatenation. When I want to combine these two strings, we call the string concatenation. In order to combine, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to combine, I'm going to combine two strings by using plus operator. Right? So here, the press operator will act as a concatenation operator and try to concatenate two strings. Right? So first of all, I'm going to declare a variable. I'm going to assign a string. The string will be replaced with that variable and followed by, we're going to add one more string here. Right? So that case, I can able to do like this. See the second example, I can print the same string multiple times, 5 times. Right? That case, I can say into, that is star 5. We're going to print hello, 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 hello 5 times. Like this, to combine the strings, we can use concatenation operator like plus or star and so on. Got it? Now let me show, I'll show the demo here. So now, string 1 equal to, right? I'm going to use a string here, right? Hi, how are you? This is my string, right? So now I'm going to say print string 1 plus or I can say I can go with how are, and then I can go with you. Got it? Hi, how are, right? So here string 1 contains a string called hi, how are. That will be replaced with this string 1. Followed with it is going to add you here. Now let me run it. So it's not defined. Okay. When I give a string double quote, you're going to give it double quotes only.
Sir, I think you have given string one as a capital letter. Yes.
Sir,
Whereas
case sensitive language it is.
Not a
yeah,
problem.
print has a small letter. Print has a small letter of string. Yeah.
Sir, print string 1, you should keep string capital.
Yeah. Correct. Sorry. I made a mistake. Yeah. Now we are getting there. Right? When I give space here, so now, see when I run it, I get a space. So fine, correct. When I declare a capital letter there, then I have to declare a variable. While printing also, the variable name should be declared with capital letters. Correct. So it's a case sensitive language, right? Correct. Yeah. I accept. Thank you very much. Got it. This is how we're going to declare, this is how we're going to concatenate. This is how we're going to concatenate, right? So now I want to print hi, how are you 5 times, right? String 2, right? Equal to, I want to have hi. I want to print 5 times, right? Now I'm going to say print string 2 into 5. Right? Now let me run it. We're going to print hi 5 times here. Right? So likewise, we can use operators here to print the string for concatenation, right? So it is getting concatenated. The same string has to be concatenated multiple times. In that case, we're going to use star. Or when I'm going to concat two strings, right? So this way also, like string 1, like string 1 equal to Ram, right? String 2 equal to Charan, right? So now what I can say, I can print of string 1 plus string 2. This way also I can do. This way also I can do. When I run it, it is going to print Ram Charan here, right? So in case you want to have a space after Charan, use some space here. Now you run it to get a space. I can assign some string here to a variable, and then what I can do, I can concatenate it. So like with multiple ways we can do string concatenation also. Right? With also function also we can do that. Function we'll discuss later, not right. With function we can discuss later, not when we see functions like Python function. Right? This is an example for string. Right? This is an example for string here for concatenation, especially for concatenation. I can able to concatenate multiple strings here. Got it? I can able to concatenate multiple strings. The next one is
Sir, before going to another topic, just want to know like concatenation can be done only with respect to the operators, or we can have any other.
no, we that's what I told you just now. We use functions also. Concatenate CONC function is also there. Concatenate.
Okay,
That
fine.
we'll
Thank you.
discuss later. I told you no just now.
Okay, thank you.
I think you didn't listen it. Right? No props, not a prop. Cool. Right? Not a problem. So now we are using operator. Later on, we'll discuss about function. That's what I told you very particularly. When we discuss about function, that case we might use concatenation operator, and I'll discuss with you that. Right? Now it's very earlier, right? So now we're going to discuss about comma operator. I'm going to use comma here, right? So I'm going to use comma operator. Variables may be interpolated into string using commas to separate the class, right? So welcome to Andhra Pradesh, right? Welcome to Python class. Welcome to, after that you require a comma, right? So that case, you can use a comma operator, like a concatenation operator. It's similar to the concatenation operator, except it adds spacing for you, right? We're going to add some spacing for you. So greeting by like Vizag, right? Welcome to Vizag in Andhra Pradesh. What display like this, right? So for this, we're going to use comma operator. Right? Trump, right? The president of USA is Trump. He is 75 years old. But here I'm going to use a function called format. So name will be replaced with Trump. Right? It will be passed here to Trump, and age will be passed to 75. That will be binded here. It's a binding expression, binding an expression here. It's a binding expression. I'm binding my expression. But expression is nothing, but here we don't have any expression. Instead, we are going to use a variable, whatever value will be, whatever variable values are there, that will be binded here. Right? We are going to bind the values here. Binding of values will be done here. So likewise, we can able to use comma operator, right? But here we're going to bind, we're going to use bind expression also. Likewise, we can use multiple things in the variable here. And in case you want to find out the length of the variable, we want to find out the length of the variable, we have a function called len function. Using len function, I can find out the length of the variable. So the length of the variable, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Trump has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is displaying 5. So here also, welcome to Vizag in Andhra Pradesh. When I say greetings, right? The greetings, length of greetings, it is going to print what is the length of the greeting. Got it? So like this, we can use comma operators. We can find out we can replace with, or we can bind the values of the variable, or I can find out the length of the variable, right? All these things you can do here. Got it? Now let me go for an example, right? I'll show the demo. So now what I do now? I'm going to declare the variable like greet equal to welcome, right? So then welcome to Python class, right? I'm going to use print within quotes. I'll say welcome to, right? Welcome to, then followed with comma, right? So sorry, welcome I have to give, right? Welcome I've given. First of all, I go with stuff welcome. Okay, fine. I'll write welcome here. Here I'll use Python. Then followed with the exec greet, comma, class. Right? I'll use quotes here. Space. This is a variable. Then I have to use class. Should be given in the quotes. Got it? So now, when I run this, see now I'm going to get welcome to Python class. With space, it's going to display. So here like this using comma operator also, I can able to concatenate my values here, which is assigned in the variable. So like this, I can able to concatenate my values which has been assigned the variables along with your string here. Right? We use comma operator here. We use comma operator here. Got it? In another example, I'm going to assign some value. Now, right, name equal to Naveen or Muhammad. Right? What's it? Age equal to 35. Got it? I want to print, right? Print. Sorry. I said Naveen here, right? Name. I'm going to say name. Right? Here I have to print name here, no? I'm going to use curly braces. Right? Muhammad age is, then I'm going to use curly braces here, right? And then followed with, I'm going to use, yes, I have to print this in quotes, right? I use quotes here and end this quotes here, right? I'm going to end this quotes, then I'm going to say dot format, right? Dot format of,
Sir, the print statement P is in capital.
yeah, I'll change comma age. Thank you, sir. Got it. So now see here, I'm going to use a binding expression here. So here, what will be replaced here? Muhammad will be replaced. Age is 35 will be replaced. So I'm going to use a format function here. Got it? So the name will be replaced with Muhammad. The age will be replaced with 35. And it is going to print Muhammad age is 35. Right? Now let me run it. See, like this it's going to. Got it? So we can do a number of things with the string here. We can do a number of things with here. Either I can use comma operator and I can replace my greet variable value along with this string. It means that we are going to concatenate it and we're going to bind the values, right? We're going to bind the values, right? And then I want to find out the length of this string. I want to find out the length of this string. In order to find out the length of this thing, I'm going to use a command called length. Length of name, right? Length of name. So now let me run it. So now what is the length of the name? But now here The name has how many characters? 8 characters. Name has how many characters? We have 8 characters. So we have 8 characters here. Like for this, we are using a function called length function. Likewise, we have lot of string functions here, predefined functions like uppercase, lowercase, right? So length, right? Count, like so many predefined functions are there that we'll discuss later, right? That we'll discuss later, right? So thing is that we have to learn about comma operator, right? We discuss here, right? So likewise, you can see here, capitalize, case, fold, center, count, end with, right? Find, format. Likewise, we have different functions are available. String methods. We have string methods are available, right? So now we won't discuss that. So this, while discussing elaborately with the string, that we're going to discuss all these things, but not now, right? I'm showing you what are the functions, predefined functions are available. Now we're going to discuss about casting. You know what is casting? Casting is nothing but converting from one data type like to another data type, right? So like converting from lower data type to higher, like we have typecast. In C programming language, we call it as typecast, right? Converting from one data type to another data type, right? Or we are going to, yeah, correct. From integer data type to long data type, or from long data type like narrowing and widening. All these things we have discussed in C language, C, C++, Java. So we can able to convert, right? So here we're going to convert integer into string. Excuse me. We can convert between numbers and string using an appropriate type here. So in case we want to convert, right? So from one data type to another data type, we go for a casting. Yes, we used coach for Muhammad. Obviously, it is correct. But 35 didn't use it. When you use 30 for 35, when you use coach, what happens? Becomes a string, right? So then I cannot concatenate, right? But number, it is a number. So whenever I want it as a number, I don't need to specify string there, right? So like we use quotes. Wherever we use quotes, it's a string. But don't use quotes, then it's a number. When I give quotes, even I can make for 35 also I can make it as a quotes here. Then it will become a string. So then I cannot process it. I cannot able to process it. Muhammad, you're able to understand, right? For Muhammad, right, I have given string quotes. But when it comes to age is a number, right? How can I give quotes there? How can I give quotes? Right? Instead, right, I use number. 35 is a number. It's an integer. So I cannot use quotes there. When I use quotes there, what happens? Becomes a string. It becomes a string. So I cannot use quotes there. Got it? Right? Have you understood it? Okay, fine. Good. So now see here. Now when I go to see, now when I say type of 5, it is going to declare it. Now say when I use 5, when I give it in quotes, it becomes a string. So, but here it is going to concatenate. Right? It's going to concatenate. Right? 5 plus 7. So it is going to say 5, 7. 5 plus 7 is not going to add. Right? It is not going to say 12 here. Right? It is not adding 5 plus 7. It is concatenating 5 because 5 is a string. So they have added quotes. Now just now Muhammad has asked me the same doubt. Now he said I didn't use quotes operator for 5. See here is that case, right? When I give quotes, it will be concatenated. The value will be concatenated. It is not adding, right? So now see when I give integer of 5, now I'm going to convert this string into integer here. So in this case, I'm going to convert the integer into string. I'm converting integer to string here. But here I'm converting string to integer. I'm going to convert string to integer. Now see here, I'm converting string to integer and then I'm able to add it. I'm able to convert a string to integer and then I'm able to add it. This is what we call as typecasting. This is what we call as typecasting. Now is it okay? Vishnu Garu.
No, sir. I still see the the len function of name on the screen, the Jupyter. So you're explaining some the concatenation of 7 and 5 numbers something. So are you explaining on orally or you're showing something on a screen?
Okay. I understood. I understood. Okay. Now is it okay?
Yeah, we came to a PPT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
This is what you're expecting, right?
Yeah, at least like what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. So
Yeah. So I forgot to change it.
oh, no worries. Thanks.
Yeah.
I thought a bit of a screen is frozen or something.
No. I think I've done this sum operator. I showed you the output. Then I forgot to change it because they were asking some doubts. I was explaining it and forgot it to change it. Very sorry.
No worries. Thanks, man.
Now we are doing with casting, right? When I say type of file, we won't tell what kind of data type is that. It is integer. But now I want to convert integer to string. So that case, what I do, I add quotes to the integer, it becomes a string. When I add quotes to the string, integer, it becomes a string. But when I want to add it, for that when I use operator, plus operator, it is going to do concatenation. They're not going to add. Got it? Now again, I'll go back. Yes. Baruch, right? Okay. You're able to speak, right? No. So people who have joined lately, right? I didn't ask, I didn't enable you. Hit mute.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah,
Uh,
I hope
this
that
makes
you
it
can
easy.
also unmute it and mute it, right?
No, I don't think so, sir. I tried looking for the option, but I didn't find it anywhere. Now it is there. Now when you unmuted me, it gave me the option to
You
unmute
would
or
have
unmute
told me
myself.
once itself. I'm very sorry for it.
No, sir. Please don't be sorry. So my coming back to my question, you didn't put you know, quotations on 35. You said that because it is a variable, you don't have to. But earlier in that, before that example, you added two strings. You made Ram one string and Charan one string,
Yeah.
and you did print string one plus string two.
Huh.
Both of them you were able to put side by side. But
Yeah.
what about this? You could have done the same thing. So like, I mean, I don't know. If you would have added quotes to 35, it would have given the same output, no, sir?
No.
Uh,
One more. That will come. Good. Deepkant, you're able to talk.
Sorry, your voice is cutting.
No, Deepkant. Deepkant, you're able to talk, right?
Now I'm able to talk. Now I'm able to talk.
Okay. Okay, fine. I'll come back. Good. No, now Farooq, you can speak now. I've muted it.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Again, if you are showing on the Jupyter screen,
Yeah. I'll move
you told,
now.
please.
Okay, now tell.
Yeah, so here you didn't put print quotes on 35 because it was a variable. But two examples before, for Ram Charan, you put quotes on both of those, sir, and still it worked out. Like,
Where?
for Ram Charan, right? Just two examples above that.
No, this one.
The one below it.
This one.
15,
Yeah,
15.
what?
I
Okay.
and 15.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Charan,
in this there is
so Ram has been assigned to string 1.
okay.
Charan is assigned to string 2. Both are in string only, right? Ram has been
Yes,
enclosed with the quotes, double quotes. It's a string.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That value I'm storing in a variable called string 1. right?
Okay.
So here, what is the value we have? Ram. In
Yes,
string
sir.
2, we have Charan. This is also a string.
Yes, sir.
Enclosed
Yes,
with double quote is a string.
yes,
I'm
sir.
storing in string. Now, this string contains Ram, string 1 contains Ram, string 2 contains Charan. So I'm going to
Yeah.
concatenate two things. So now this will be
Okay.
replaced with Ram, and this will be replaced with
Well,
good display Ram.
Charan. Yes, sir.
Correct only, no? So what do you come
Yes,
to?
sir.
But here, so this is a string, but this is an age, right?
Hmm.
Right. So string should be given in double quotes or single quotes. It can either go with double quotes, single quotes.
Single
Right?
quotes, yes.
Quotes here. But both, right?
Hmm.
Either you can use single quotes or double quotes. But here I
Yes, sir.
want to say the age. Age is a number, right? Age should not be given in double quotes or single quotes, right? Even if you want, you can give it.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Give it double quote, single quotes also. One moment.
Okay. Can you explain the format function that you used? What
Right?
is like format?
You want this in the format, right? I'm formatting my
Yeah.
string. We have a function called
Okay.
format, which format the string, like it should be formatted this format. Muhammad age is 30,
Okay.
right? I'm using a function and passing the value. What is a function? Function as a parameter. These are all parameter or we
Hmm.
call it as an argument here,
Hmm.
right? This all called as a parameter or argument, right? I'm passing the value here. The name will be replaced with Muhammad. Age will be replaced with 30.
Okay.
This value will be binded here in this string. This is a bind
Hmm.
string, right? Or a bind expression. These, wherever when
Okay.
they say curly braces, double braces, will be binded with this variable value.
Okay.
Whatever value is there, it will be binded here,
Understood.
right?
So it'll automatically, so once you give the command format
Mm.
and then you enter whatever uh, parameters inside that command,
Already I
it'll
assigned
not.
some, already assigned some value for name and age, no? That will be passed
Yes,
here.
sir.
That will be passed here.
Okay.
The format is a
Okay.
function, it's a method or a function, right?
Hmm.
The predefined function. So this when the interpreter sees that, it will try to format it. Whatever the print statement, print function, whatever given, this will be formatted. At the same time, the value will be binded here.
Okay.
Even I
So
can
you're
use,
basically giving. So you're basically giving asking it to print
uh,
uh,
yeah,
uh, curly bracket and then ages and then curly bracket, and
yeah,
you're again adding another command saying that in the first curly bracket you want the name to be
printed.
you want the name to be name to be printed, and in the second curly bracket you want the age to be printed, and
Yes.
because the name that you've already given the value is Mohammed
Uh,
and you've given the value of 35 for the age, therefore in the output it is coming Mohammed. Okay, got it,
yeah,
sir. Thank
correct.
you. Yeah.
Now even I
Yeah, I
can use
mean,
that thing here.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes I'm really sorry, sir. You have to bear with me because it might feel like holding a kid's finger sometimes, but thank you so much for your patience.
No, no problem. Cool, cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes, but
Charlie. Yeah, tell me.
sorry
Yeah.
for break. So that particular example, right? We are using the format function here because of that name is string and age is integer. If you want to concatenate both of that, we can do the directly print off some name plus age.
Uh-huh.
Uh, because
But
of that reason,
I want to bind the values here. I can do directly. When I say
okay,
print name plus age, will not have a space. Muhammad 35 will be displayed,
okay,
right? But I want in this format, right? So the value should be binded here, name should be binded, age should also be concatenated, and like the age is should also be concatenated, followed with the age has to be displayed, right? Age has to be binded here. In this format, I want in this format, right? Now see here also, now I made age also string. Now you see here, now when you run it, so now again we are getting Muhammad age is 30. So only where will get problem here, right? When I make this 35 as a string, when I try to when I try to do some processing, when you want to add 35, like age plus 1, when I want to add, then it'll throw in error. Now see here, when I say print, because now I made age as string, right? Before that, now see here, before, in this example, it was integer. Now when I say here, unlike print age plus 1, So very well, it is going to become 36 here. See here, Muhammad age is 35, then I make 36 here. But here, I'm going to make it as string here, right? Now, I'll say print age plus 1. Now what happens? Right, because now it is a string, I cannot add it here. Now when I run, it will throw in error. See, it's throwing in error. So it can only act as a concatenation operator, right? So string not in integer, right? So now it cannot add, it's going to throw in error. So that case, you'll not be able to bind it here. You can only concatenate string, not integer to string.
So
Right.
if you want to concatenate the both to be strings, or else we can use that to binary operation, right?
Yeah, but here this 35 cannot be processed. Do you understand that the 35 cannot be incremented? It cannot be added.
Yeah, understood that one.
Like,
Suppose that the 17th line, right? If you use print of some name plus age, so we will get
yeah,
that's a
yeah, we'll get it. Correct. So now when I say name equal to, so Naveen, right? So age equal to 45. Now when I say print of name plus age, so that case it's going to act as a concatenation operator. But see here, but still it is getting an error.
yeah.
Sorry, I
That
made a
is
mistake.
important.
No, I made a mistake. I made a
We
mistake.
can. Otherwise, we can do the casting for the TAs.
Yeah. Here you have to do casting and then you have to do it. Correct.
Understood.
Got it. So, but here, that's what we are using format here. Right here, I'm using format here. Got it. So then I'm printing here. Right. When you say Muhammad plus age, it will throw in error. Correct. It will throw in error. Because this name is a string. The age is a number. I cannot concatenate these two, right? It's not possible.
Correct.
Otherwise, what I have to do is I have to convert this age into string.
String. Yeah.
Then I can able to concatenate, right? When I do age as a string, now it will work. Yeah. Got it. That makes a difference. Got it. Somebody is asking out.
Yes, we are good. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. What happens if we change the integer to string, print name plus string? So when I change the integer to string, it will become a string. Then name and string will be concatenated. Just now I showed you, right? So if I make the integer to string, it will be concatenate. I can able to concatenate. So both are going to be string, both are going to be same type. It will be concatenated. Otherwise, it's going to throw in error. Javed, you are able to understand it. Javed, you are able to understand it. Just now I showed you, right? Okay, fine. Okay. So we completed casting, right? So fine. So we have lot many like indexing, slicing, Boolean, right? Logical operator, conditional operator, right? So on like that. I'll stop my demo class here. Got it. The remaining things we'll see in the next class. Right. Tomorrow, I don't know whether we have a class, right? So I think Veera Venkata Parthap. Right? Do you have any? Okay, not allowed.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. So now it got I'm muted now.
Yes. So I had a question. So this today is a demo class, right? So are you going to fresh start again tomorrow beginning, or
No,
you are going
not
to
from the
continue?
beginning. I'm going to continue.
You're going to continue.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's not a beginning.
So who? Okay. Okay, I have someone who joins again tomorrow. I mean, not again tomorrow. They are not meeting. They were not able to attend the demo. So
Okay.
will I get the recording of today's
Yes,
for
yes,
them?
yes, yes. You can. Yes, you'll get a recording of my both the demos. You'll get it. Not a problem.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Anything else? So
Thank you, sir. So
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was going to be my next question. So I think that has answered that.
Okay.
Because
So
I want to go. Yes, sir.
yeah. Here is
In my
a recording link.
Mm.
So the backend team has given it, like Logical Lab, tech.com/courses Python by Mr. Rakhi, batch 261 weekend batch. So when you click on this link, you'll get this recording. You can download it and you
Oh,
can see it, right? So the
yes,
guys
sir.
want to join tomorrow, so no problem in the next class, right?
Yeah.
And I hope
Yeah.
we have class, right? So
Yes, sir.
backend team has to tell, right? Normally they used to
Okay.
give holiday after we finish a demo one day. I don't know whether like only they have to like the demo section is completed. So interested to join tomorrow's section, please pay the fee. Yeah, it is there.
Yes, sir.
Then we have a session tomorrow.
I understand.
Okay.
So we have to join in the WhatsApp group to know this information?
Yes. Already you should have joined, right? Only thing is you have to pay the fee. So and you're getting
Okay.
fees are getting confirmed.
Thank you
So
so much.
Okay. All right.
tomorrow I'll
Sounds good.
continue. Right, from tomorrow I'll continue so that you all the recordings will be displayed and will be uploaded in the Graphy. Right, a backend
Yeah.
team will give you the link also. You can go, you can log into Graphy and download the link. You can download my session videos. In case you want this, once I complete my PPT, I have 2-3 PPTs here. Once I complete, I upload it. So you can download that for your future reference also, like a note.
Thank you so much.
Okay, well,
Sir, how do we contact the backend team directly? Like,
last
because in the group, I don't think we.
like either you can call them. You have that number, no Logical Labs number,
Okay.
right? You can call them. They'll connect
And
you. Right here, you got a number. See contact number 9390246410. With this, you can able to
okay.
contact.
Thank you. And one last thing, so I'm talking about myself because when during the class when we were interacting, many students, they were giving you suggestions because they knew about things and commands and stuff like that. So if for me to work on my fundamentals, if I have any doubts like this, uh, is it possible for me to contact you after the class, like whenever you're free or available?
No, you cannot directly contact me. Only through my backend team. You have to contact. Like
Okay, sir.
you have to mail
No,
them.
no.
Like and then they will send the query. You have to mail them. The query will be sent to me, and I will solve it. Like explanation or whatever. That's how they do it here.
And can I expect like what do you call like if like again like if I want to if I want it to be for it to be easier for me to understand everything independently if I want to take a study and make my can I expect any kind of notes like not even just like our Logitech notes but uh like any just links online videos anything that you can recommend so that I can
Yeah, I'll do
be
that.
up to date.
Not now. I'll do later. Not.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but it's now earlier, right? Too earlier. Like now we are in very much
Yeah.
basics. Like
Uh-huh.
let it go. Then I'll recommend.
No, yes, I mean, I asked that because I think that it should be now. I think is a good time. That's what I think. The reason I think like that is because once we graduate towards intermediate levels of Python, it'll get tougher at some point. So if I work on the basics now, later on I might not have to be, calling you, sorry, asking
That's
multiple
what I'll
doubts.
do. Otherwise, I'll just create an Excel and upload it in Graphics so that you can start doing it. Right.
Yeah.
And
Yes. Yeah.
I'll like one more thing I'll do. Like whatever PPT I've done, tell that I'll upload it to the Graphy so that you can study that also.
Okay,
Right.
sir. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and I'll suggest some of the websites that too, like
Yeah, I mean that especially, sir, because
that,
yeah,
yeah,
thank you.
tutorials. Okay. So even you can go with W3 schools also you can go with.
W3 school.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'll be
but
very
even
easy.
in that, like
You can
specific
understand very
topics.
easy. Yeah.
Okay.
So that you can
Okay,
go.
sir.
That's what I'm not telling. If you go to some other like Geek for Geeks and all, right, it'll be very hi-fi, you cannot understand.
Yeah, sir.
So many websites are there. That's what I doesn't want to
Okay.
confuse you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Any other doubts?
No, sir, not from me.
Sir,
So
just yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, tell me, sir.
Just want to know, like, we have a Logi Tech Labs portal, right?
Yeah.
In that we have a discussion part available.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm
there we have any groups or something like that, or
No, it's
Python?
not like a group, like you have to send a mail. The mail ID has been shared with you right now.
Mhm.
So you have to send a mail, you have to text them, you have to send a mail to them, so they will send it to me.
Okay. Some people are posting actually. Yesterday, I mean, like, just logged in and I found that there were discussions going on. Some people are
Maybe because
posting their.
I don't know about that. You can call them, you can have a discussion, or you can have a chat with them. So that's not a problem. But I don't know about all those things. Like, because I'm a trainer, right? I can give lecturing. Like,
Okay.
so backend team will take care of it. Those things I do not know. You can
Mm.
contact them. They are very good nature. They will help you.
Okay, okay, fine. Thank you.
I mean, any other doubts? Or I can wind up my class for today. Any other doubts you have? Okay then. I'm closing my class here. Right. Stay tuned till tomorrow evening. We'll connect tomorrow evening. Right. Okay. See you. Bye bye.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Nice.
Bye.
Thank you.